Hey kids! So, for our PE lesson this week, we are going to be playing living room volleyball. Now, living room volleyball is an absolutely top-notch game. It's great to play on rainy days when you can't go outside. It's a great way to have some fun inside the house while being careful not to damage things and being socially distant. So our first job is we need to clear an area. So I'm going to move this furniture and set my carpet up in the middle. Right, I've cleared my furniture. I'm just going to get my carpet into the middle so I'm not so close to the table over there. Now, our next job is we need to lay something down in the middle of the carpet to make a barrier or to make our volleyball net. Now, in our case, we are going to use some different cushions and we are going to just stack some things up and see how we go. That's a pretty tall net. I think that'll do nicely.
It's gonna stay.
Then we'll just use some other cushions on the side to help ensure that it stands up. Now let's make sure that's even, and it looks even to me. Should be good to go. The final step is to grab a balloon. Now, got a balloon here. Make sure you get help blowing up this balloon by an older brother or sister or a parent so you don't accidentally choke. And that's about the size you want it, about the size of Mr. Lynch's head. So think, how big is Mr. Lynch's head? And that's how big you want your balloon. Big enough that it's full and can bounce, but not so big that it's gonna pop. You don't want the balloon to pop. In fact, one of the most common fears among adults, particularly adults that teach at Barrenby State School, is balloons and the popping sound they make. Fun fact. So if you're ever at school, make sure you don't have any balloons and you don't pop them. Now kids, Mrs. Lynch and I are gonna set ourselves up, one of us on this side, one of us on this side, and the rules are simple. You need to stay seated on your bottom, but you can move around the carpet and wiggle around the carpet on your bottom. I'll show you what that looks like now. So, I'm seated on my bottom. I can move around as long as my bottom is on the carpet. And I can hit this ball 2 times. I can go 1, 2, and hit it 2 different times before sending it over the net. If the ball touches the carpet on my side, that's a point for Mrs. Lynch. If I get the ball touching the carpet on her side, it's a point for me. Now, if the ball goes out, so if it goes over our carpet, that's not a point for anyone. We're just gonna grab the ball and put it back into play. We'll set the camera up so you can see as much of us as possible, and you'll get a good grasp of how to play this game. Yes, we are good to go. Now, the ball's gone out. No point for anyone. We're just going to grab the ball and come back in. Oh. Now, the ball's hit the carpet on my side, so Mrs. Lynch gets a point. We've just come up with an extra rule though. As long as the balloon is within these side bears, so imagine they go all the way back to the end of the room, there's going to be no distance with the carpet. So, if the balloon lands over here, it's not a point, and we will put it back in play. However, if it lands back here, which is past the edge of the carpet, or even back behind the camera, that will still be a point. So we'll have to move around in our bottoms a little bit more. Let's see how it works with these new rules. I don't know if it'll be fair. Mrs. Lynch is a bit more mobile than I am. Did it go? Did I get a point?
Yeah.
Yes. 1 point for Mr. Lynch. That was what happened there. Another point for Mrs. Lynch. All right, kids. Mrs. Lynch and I have thought perhaps we'll try standing up and only using our feet to kick over the net. We'll set up the camera at a different angle and show you what that looks like.
Body first, besides your...
Body first behind your hands, that's right. I think that was too many hits for me. And Mrs. Lynch used her hand, she broke the rules, so that'll be a point for me. Well, our net fell down, but I think that was a really good way to play with those rules. I don't know about you, Mr. Lynch.
I know it better.
That was a lot of fun. We're gonna try some other ways to play once we set our net back up. Kids, this week for PE, your job is to play a game like this and set up some other ways to play. So you might be thinking to yourself, hey, I don't have a rug. That's okay. Just mark the boundaries yourself. You might be thinking, hey, I don't have big cushions. That's okay. Use something. Kids, be creative, have fun, and play some version of volleyball at home. You'll see us playing a bit more before we fade out, but that's your lesson for this week. Have a great week, stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you next week.